Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Today I have set us an almighty task. Today we are going to battle with the almighty poetry gods with our creative genius as our only companion. If you're wondering what on earth I'm talking about, I strongly suggest you Google the ancient creative genius philosophy. It's very interesting. In short though, in ancient times people believed that creativity was a separate companion rather than something that stems within us, and if you had come across writer's block it was because your genius had gone off somewhere. Anyway, tangent over, today we're going to be learning how to write what is widely believed to be the hardest poetry form, which is the villanelle. Until today I had never written a villanelle, so it's quite exciting to be writing one just for this video. I honestly believe that as difficult as they are, I really think that the villanelle can become the Instapoet's best friend. Bear with me for a second my friends. A strong element of this form is repetition. Poets use this form when they really want to make a powerful statement because of the repetition. Writing killer one-liners that hit right in the gut. If an Instapoet was then to take that one line and implement it into a villanelle with the repeating line, there's a good chance you're well on your way to writing a very powerful, formed piece of poetry, rather than if you had just left it as a simple micro Instapoem. So how do you write one? Let's take a look. For the longest time I thought it was pronounced villanelle, but actually it's villanelle. Have to admit I prefer villanelle, but there you go. A villanelle is made up of 6 stanzas, 5 of which are tercets, and which means 3 lines in a stanza, and finishes in 1 quatrain, which is a stanza of 4 lines. Now bear with me, this can get kind of complicated to try and explain, which is why I've made a diagram which I'll throw up in a second, like I did with my sonnet video. But I still highly recommend that you pause the video right now, grab yourself a pen and paper and write this down. Okay, so once you've numbered out your stanzas like I have here, remember 5 tercets, 1 final finale quatrain. Your first line is also the last line in the 2nd and 3rd tercet, as well as the 3rd line of your quatrain. The 3rd line of your 1st tercet is also the 3rd line in your 3rd and 5th tercet, as well as your final line of your poem in the quatrain. I've used green and red to demonstrate this. When I say they are the same, I'm literally talking copy and paste. Now, let's talk about the rhyme scheme. Again, same as in my sonnet diagram, A rhymes with A, B rhymes with B. So let's talk about metre really quickly before I go into reading some examples of a villanelle. It is widely accepted that a villanelle is written in iambic, much like a Shakespearean sonnet. However, this is up to you. Most people do write in iambic. The poem I wrote for this video, the metre is all over the place. Some is iambic, some is trochaic. But experiment. Try writing in total iambic, and then whatever metre you decide you want to write in. So let's take a look and a listen to a couple of villanelles. The first one I'm going to read is a classic by the great Dylan Thomas, and it's called Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way, do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying at the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Now let's take a look at a more modern villanelle, which is Sylvia Plath's Mad Girl's Love Song. I shut my eyes and all the world drops dead. I lift my lids and all is born again. I think I made you up inside my head. The stars go waltzing out in blue and red, and arbitrary blackness gallops in. I shut my eyes and all the world drops dead. I dreamed that you bewitched me into bed and sung me moonstruck, kissed me quite insane. I think I made you up inside my head. God topples from the sky, hell's fires fade. Exit seraphim and Satan's men. I shut my eyes and all the world drops dead. I fancied you'd return the way you said, but I grow old and I forget your name. I think I made you up inside my head. I should have loved a thunderbird instead. At least when spring comes they roar back again. I shut my eyes and all the world drops dead. I think I made you up inside my head. And so, my friends, that is how you write a villanelle. Hopefully you now know what they look and sound like. I'm going to leave you with a recording of the villanelle that I wrote specifically for this video, the first villanelle I ever wrote, because I recently got bombarded with a load of hate comments from one particular poetry channel claiming that I'm a fraud because I never show my work alongside these how-to videos. And she even boldly claimed that I steal all her video ideas even though I've never come across her channel before. So I'm going to just try and prove a point that I do know what I'm talking about. I by no means claim that I'm a master or even a teacher. I'm just an encourager, imparting what knowledge I do have. My how-to videos are not made for me to show off my own abilities. They merely are just to encourage and inform other poets. This villanelle is my first. I said villanelle. I much prefer it. This villanelle is my first, so do go easy on me. It's a very rough first draft. I haven't edited it. The meter's all over the place. But anyway, don't forget to like this video if you liked it. It only takes a few seconds. And leave a comment on your thoughts about this notoriously difficult poetry form. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and pick up your merch by using the links down below. And until next week, be well, my friends.
The day will come when the light subsides, and unspent turmoil leaves an empty bay. For even calm waters, they bear rough tides. Behind the drapes hang her lies, a gleaming smile but nought to say. The day will come when the light subsides. Innocence glitters within soft eyes, spite poisoned fang retracted ne'er displayed. For even calm waters, they bear rough tides. Framed portrait hung, bedside devotion amplified, but pride of place too long soon paints their stabbing disdain. The day will come when the light subsides. Collected silence in time sees vengeful rise, as darkened clouds replace a summer's day. For even calm waters, they bear rough tides. Failing love and a forgotten blind side, fool's hope drinks to Groundhog Day. The day will come when the light subsides. For even calm waters, they bear rough tides.